Have you ever wanted to get that perfect restaurant quality Korean BBQ flavor, but right in your own kitchen? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're diving deep into bulgogi, one of Korea's most famous and beloved dishes, and I'm going to give you a totally foolproof guide to making it at home. So, first things first, what does bulgogi even mean? Well, it literally translates to fire meat. How cool is that? It's a true cornerstone of Korean cooking, famous for its super tender beef and that just addictive, sweet, and savory sauce. Honestly, this is the dish that gets so many people completely hooked on Korean food for life. Now, to get that truly authentic flavor, it all starts with having the right ingredients. So let's run through our checklist. Okay, first up, the stars of the show. You're going to want about 500 grams, that's just over a pound, of a really tender cut of beef, like ribeye or sirloin. And listen, this part is so important. It has to be sliced paper thin. We're talking 1 to 2 millimeters. A great tip for beginners is that most Asian grocery stores sell it pre-sliced just for bulgogi, which is a massive time saver. Then, of course, we've got our fresh veggies. Onion, green onion, shiitake mushrooms, and a little bit of carrot for that pop of color and sweetness. And now, the heart and soul of the dish, the marinade. This is where the real magic happens. We've got soy sauce for that savory umami base, sugar for the sweetness, minced garlic for that pungent kick, fragrant sesame oil, and of course, a little pinch of black pepper. It looks simple enough, right? But I feel like something is missing. Right, how do we get that legendary fall-apart texture that bulgogi is so famous for? This is the one question that really separates the good bulgogi from the truly great bulgogi. And here it is. The magic ingredient is 4 tablespoons of Asian pear juice. This right here is the not-so-secret secret that pretty much every professional chef and Korean home cook swears by. It is a total game changer. But the pear juice isn't just there for a bit of flavor. Oh no, there is some actual food science going on here. It's an amazing Korean culinary technique called Yeon-yuk. What's so cool about this is how different it is from a lot of Western methods. Instead of just relying on salt or an acidic marinade, Yeon-yuk uses natural enzymes from the fruit. These enzymes go in and they gently break down the tough protein fibers in the meat, making it unbelievably soft and juicy, but without ever turning it mushy. It's just brilliant. And hey, here's a fantastic tip if you're having trouble tracking down Asian pears where you live. Grated red apple works beautifully as a substitute. You can also use kiwi, but be really careful. Kiwi is an incredibly powerful tenderizer, so you only need a tiny, tiny amount. All right, so we've got our ingredients, we've got our secret weapon. It's time to prep. These next steps are super simple, but they are absolutely key to locking in that perfect flavor. Okay, 4 easy steps. First, pat that beef dry. This gets rid of any extra moisture and gives the meat a much cleaner taste. Second, just mix all your marinade ingredients in a bowl. Keep stirring till that sugar is totally dissolved. Third, and this is a big one, pour that sauce over the beef and gently massage it in with your hands. This makes sure every single slice gets coated. Let it marinate for at least 30 minutes, but honestly, a couple of hours is even better. And finally, just slice up your veggies nice and thin so they all cook evenly later on. Now for the absolute best part, the sound, the smell, that sizzle. Let's get this cooking. This part goes really fast, so you want to have everything ready to go right by the stove. Get your pan or your wok nice and hot over medium-high heat. Add the beef first and let it sear and get a little color. Oh, and don't overcrowd the pan. Cook it in batches if you have to. Once the meat starts to brown, throw in your veggies. Then just stir-fry it all together for a few minutes until the meat is cooked through and the veggies are nice and tender crisp. So as it's cooking, you're going to notice this beautiful, savory juice pooling in the bottom of the pan. This stuff is liquid gold. It's a mix of the marinade, the meat juices, and the moisture from the veggies. Whatever you do, do not throw it away. This is the perfect sauce to just spoon all over a bowl of rice. You did it. You made perfect bulgogi. Now, let's talk about how to enjoy it like a true local, because you can turn this one dish into a whole experience. You basically have 2 classic options. On the one hand, you've got Ssam style. You take a fresh, crisp lettuce leaf, put in a little rice, a piece of that juicy bulgogi, maybe a dab of spicy soybean paste, then you wrap it all up and eat it in one perfect bite. Or you can go dobap style, which is a classic hearty rice bowl. You just pile the bulgogi and all that amazing sauce right on top of some steaming hot rice. So good. And to really complete the meal, you have to serve it with some spicy, tangy kimchi. That acidic crunch just cuts through the rich, sweet flavor of the beef perfectly. And for a final touch, sprinkle on some toasted sesame seeds. It adds this wonderful nutty aroma and a great little bit of texture. And there you have it. From understanding the science of Yeon-yuk to getting that perfect sizzle in the pan, you now have the ultimate guide to making incredible homemade bulgogi. It's simple, it's authentic, and it is absolutely delicious. So the big question is, now that you are armed with this amazing recipe, how are you going to try it first? Are you going to go for that fresh, crisp experience of a Ssam wrap? Or are you craving that comforting, hearty dobabop rice bowl? I'd love to know.